As we have read by the title, so today we're going to discuss about first of all lipids. So lipids are the natural heterogeneous compound. What they are? They are the natural heterogeneous compound. Heterogeneous compound means have the compounds or the having the different molecule. So let's have a look at the composition of it. So generally lipids are the elements lipids are the composed of the element known as carbon, as they are the heterogeneous compound. So they are composed of the carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen, plus sometime it contain the in the rare cases it contain the nitrogen and phosphorus. So all these are combinedly known as heterogeneous plus organic compound. Okay, so all these are the heterogeneous organic compounds. Why we are calling it as a heterogeneous compound? Because it is composed of the carbon, hydrogen, oxygen and the nitrogen. Okay, so let's closely discuss this, that what it is. It is the monomer, and that polymer is the fatty acid. Means it is a monomer. When we combine these monomers, so these monomers generally form the polymer. And talking about the monomers, so here the monomer are none other but the lipids. So if we combine the lipids, so we form a great amount of fatty acid. And fatty acid, we're gonna discuss that as well. So as we know that lipids include fats, oil, waxes. These are the example of the lipids. Like it include what? Lipids includes the fats and waxes, oil, etc, etc. So as we know that lipids and fat both are insoluble in water. Means if you pour the oil in the water, so does it dissolve? Yes, it do not dissolve. Why? Because it is insoluble in water. What it is? It is insoluble in water. Fatty acids, oils and these fats are insoluble in water. Okay, so but they are insoluble in water, we know that, but they are soluble in the Boulard's reagent. What are Boulard's reagent? So they are soluble in what? But soluble in Boulard's reagent. Now what these are agents, you can say. So these are the mixture of the diethyl ether alcohol. Akhir what they are? They are what? They are like the diethyl. We know that di means two. Ethyl, the formula of ethyl is C2H5. Okay, it is the alkyl radical diethyl and alcohol. Okay, diethyl ether alcohol, you can say. So they are in the ratio, like in when the ratio of this compound will be 2:1, so the lipids will be soluble in these Bowler's compound, Bowler's agent. Okay, so this is what the lipids composition and the property is. Okay, so lipids, as I told you, that generally they are composed of this carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, and they are the building blocks. Okay, they are the building blocks of the they are the building blocks of cell, building blocks of okay, this is what the lipids are. Lipids are the micromolecule, or you can say that they are the monomers. Now we're going to talk about our next, that is fatty acid. So fatty acids are the lipids building components. Means fatty acids are the lipids component. What does this mean? This means that fatty acids are composed of the lipids. So that is why we are giving this name as the lipids components. Okay, components. Okay, this is what the fatty acids are. Also, they are the carboxylic group, like they have the chain of the carboxylic acids. What, like they have the chain of the carboxylic acid, plus they have the chain of COOH. We know that this is the formula of the carboxylic. And either fatty acid can be saturated, means it can have the single bond, or either it can be unsaturated, means double bond or the triple bond. Okay, so these were the the structure, and let us discuss it by the formula. Okay, so I'm gonna give you the example of the palmitic acid. So how they are, like what's the formula? You can like easily identify by the formula C15H31 and carboxylic group. As I told you that it comes in what? It comes in the fatty acids. So this is the palmitic acid. I hope that is clear. So now we are moving towards the difference between the fat and the oil. Fat difference and oil difference. Okay, so let us discuss the first point, that is that fats are the solid at the room temperature. They are usually solid at the room temperature. Talking about the oil, so they are liquid at the room temperature. As we know, fat, as I told you, it can be saturated, so usually fats are what? Saturated. And the oils are unsaturated. Okay, So this was a difference, like we can obtain fat from what? We can obtain fats from, as we know that we can easily obtain from the animals. So fat can be obtained from animals. And the oils can be obtained from what? It can be obtained from the plants, like sunflower plant. We can get the oil, and the, like this was it. I'll give you the example later on. So number fourth point is that they increase, they what they do, they increase the cholesterol level. And they maintain it. Oil really maintain it. Another point is that they have the high melting point. They require more energy to melt. Okay. And they have the low melting point. Okay, I hope that is clear. This was the difference. So now we are moving towards the uses of it and the sources by which we can get these. So like talking about the sources from which we can get these. So we can easily get these from the plants as I told you before, that from the plants. Now we can get these from the, how we can get these from the plant. So as a oil form we can get it from the sunflower, and we can get it from the cotton seed cotton seed, and any other example can be nuts. Okay, these are what plants provide us. Okay, now talking about the animals, that how the animal is the source. So like we can easily get from the butter, okay, from ghee, and from the aquatic animals. For example, salmon is basically, it is the aquatic animal that we eat, and it is a rich source of fatty acid, highly obtained from the salmon and whales usually. Okay, so here now we're talking about the uses of it, that why it is used, like what's the uses of the lipids. So lipids, as we know that it contains the fats and the oil. So as we know that fats and oil are basically used for cooking purpose, for our detergents, cooking purpose, and cholesterol level maintenance of the cholesterol level in the body. Also like we can use it for the soaps, as I told you that detergent and soap are the same. So they can, what they do also, the big and the good thing about it is activate the enzyme, as the protein activates the enzyme, because protein were what, enzyme were in the protein in nature. So it also activate the enzyme. Okay. And usually we use the butter and ghee for cooking purpose, for the making the sweets, like bakery products, for making the bakery products. So these are also used. So these are the good uses of the lipids and fats. Okay, I hope you got it. So this was it about this video. I hope you liked it.